Today I'm going to unbox this brand new Kobalt XTR impact driver. It's a 24 volt max, and it comes with an ultimate output battery. Um, it's a 4 ampere hour battery. I believe that's what that stands for. So I'm going to unbox this. I'm going to film it on my GoPro camera for a separate video. That's going to have a little more editing, but I figured I'd do a live version as well, just to kind of give you a behind the scenes of what I'm doing. I've actually never done this before that I can remember, but I was really excited to open this thing and like really look at it. And so I did crack it open last night just to lay eyes on it, but I haven't really messed with it at all because I really wanted to make this video. So I've never actually had an impact driver, and so I've always wanted one. I've always used a cordless drill, which you're not really supposed to use to drive screws and stuff. It tears up your cordless drill. So I'm just going to kind of get into it. Basically, what I'm going to do is film with my GoPro and let you get the content from me filming it over there. So enjoy the clips, and make sure to drop your comments in the comment section. I'll try to get to those as I'm in between clips on my GoPro camera. So like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. And I bought this because I'm going to be putting up my handyman sign pretty soon on the property, and I'm going to drive these long 8-inch lag screws in. So I wanted to have something that could handle it for sure. I'd like to pre-drill. Can't find my drill bit that goes with it, and I'm also going to sip on my coffee while I'm doing it. So let's see if I can get this right. GoPro, start recording. Hey everybody, Bigfoot here with Bigfoot Videos. So in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and kind of reviewing this Kobalt XTR impact driver. And I went ahead and bought an extra 2 batteries with an extra charger as well. So this one's going to be the extended run 4 ampere hour batteries. And this is going to come with a 4 ampere hour ultimate output. So this sucker is the bad boy. It's 24 volt unit or a battery system with 2,400 inch-pounds torque, which is really what I wanted. More professional grade power without totally breaking the bank. So I'm going to get into unboxing and kind of let you know what I think. So if you're watching, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm just going to be videoing with my GoPro camera. Trying to get the right clips. All right, so it comes with this nice case is the first thing that I notice, which I don't know if I'll use the case or not because I like to just leave it out. So the first thing you do is you find your instructions and you just chunk those over there to the side, because let's be honest, anybody who's ever read the instructions for something like an impact driver that's pretty much plug and play ends up reading them for no good reason. Even when I skim them, I'm like, did I even learn anything? No. So forget that. And you can find all this stuff I look up this stuff all the time in the Lowe's app. You don't need to read it or keep it even, really. Now I will say the 24 volt product lineup, that was pretty cool to look through. To actually let you know exactly what tools they have in this specific lineup. So I got the impact driver. Show off people on the live. I mean, it feels, and literally, I very, very quickly glanced at this last night. So this is all of my first reaction. It feels like substantial, and I've held a lot of tools in my hands over the years: air tools, power tools, gasoline power, electric, cordless, the whole 9 yards. And typically speaking, and I'm like talking Harbor Freight stuff, everything, you can usually tell if it's going to be a good tool when you pick it up. And this just feels substantial. Something about it, the density in my hand, the weight balance, and I don't even have the battery in this thing yet, so it's really going to feel good. So yeah, this is a 24-volt max. It's going to produce, from all of what I could find, comparing like DeWalt, Bosch, Metabo or something like that, several different brands. I don't know when my camera cut off, but 24-volt max output, lithium-ion battery, 24-volt brushless design, impact driver. It's the XTR model. But yeah, it's pretty standard. You just put your battery in. They have changed, I know, the light placement on this thing, so it's supposed to light up the workspace better, or the bolt that you're going to be, actually screwing in. The battery indicators on the front here, and this one's come charged to the 20. It's blinking, so it's actually less than 20%. That was one thing I did get from the instructions. Kind of obvious, if your lowest light indicator is blinking, then you're probably pretty low. So, and it's got 3 different power settings on this. So there's a little selector button here. Power 1, 2, 3, and then assist. And I actually don't know what that means. I probably know what it means, but I don't know what it means by the name on here. So 1, 2, 3, and then assist. It also comes with a little hook for like your belt. Hook the tool onto your belt. So that just screws on right here. I don't usually put those on, but I might actually keep it this time. And that was pretty much all I was going to go over on this one. I just wanted to kind of go over the tool a little bit, and then I wanted to kind of go over the charger just a bit. Pretty straightforward. A flashing blinking light is charging. A full solid blinking light is charging done. A solid red light, it means your battery's too hot to charge, and then a blinking red light means your battery's gone bad. I believe this comes with, the batteries come with a 3-year like no questions asked warranty. The only problem I've ever had with a Kobalt warranty is on a snake drain that I bought, and it's a biohazard apparently. So they probably should just kind of put that on the package, but I just didn't really think about it being a biohazard. I mean, I literally used the tool once, and it wasn't even on like a sewer line. It was just gray water, and they wouldn't take it back. So it is what it is. I could probably take the tool apart, but that's a different video. Appreciate everybody watching. Like, share, and subscribe. We're on a road to 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, and 1,000,000 subscribers. All right. So yeah, the charger's pretty straightforward for the folks on the live. Again, I'm just kind of filming with my GoPro, and I wanted to do a live while I was doing that, so you kind of get the behind the scenes. So I'm actually going to go ahead and get my Ultimate plugged in, my battery. I really don't know if I want to keep this in case they're not. Probably not. The kids always have fun with this kind of stuff. So, but I will keep it boxed up for now. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this battery, this charger in. If you saw my video on my electrical, I've gotten plugs put in pretty much everywhere. Probably gonna plug in, I think I have a 6-way here, just so I can give myself some extra plugs. Nice. I'll probably move this later or make it a little bit more accessible. Actually, that's what I'm going to do right now before I get into the next clip. I'm keeping some stuff. I need to put in a dash cam. I'm going to be making another video soon on my wife's car, because got a little fender bender. I'm going to put a new head. I'm going to go ahead and just put a new headlight in. I might show you how to do a little bit of body repair, at house body repair stuff. Do that. So I'm moving these battery chargers because I might just keep them here if I can keep them accessible. You can actually mount these to the wall. I forgot to mention that. I'll show it on my next clip. You can mount these on your wall. Now, I've never had much luck mounting these to walls because you really need them to, something like this to be sturdy. You know, something that you're going to be messing with, and it needs to be on a fully flat wall so that all 4 feet are on there. And the best way to do it is to find a screw that fits perfectly in here, and then you perfectly screw them into where you're doing it, and you can push it in and compress these feet just slightly, and then just slide it down, and that actually makes it firm. But it's still not much plastic holding it on, you know. So like those power strips, I've tried putting those on before, and it's just always kind of difficult. But sliding a battery on and off this, if it's on a wall, it seems like that would be difficult. So I'm going to get this ultimate output battery charging. Basically, you got an indicator light, and then you got your basically instructions right there. So I believe this, again, your instructions has stuff in there that you don't really need. I guess it's kind of nice to know, just FYI type stuff. I believe this size battery will take 85 minutes to charge to full from 0. So we'll see how it works. That's why I got 2 chargers, and I have a total of 3 batteries because I'm also going to be buying new tools. I've been wanting to switch to all cordless for a while. So I'll probably be getting a circular saw soon, and I'll go ahead and get a reciprocating saw as well in this 24-volt max Kobalt line. Again, this thing feels good. I mean, I can tell it's got power. I can tell it's got meat to it. I don't think it's, I've seen some, and I'm sure the price comes along with it, that has like the hydraulic impact driver. I think Milwaukee's got something like that. So you make it a quieter tool. But in my mind, it was like, for the price, and the ease of getting the tool, at your local store. I didn't want something like kind of like ridiculously fancy, because who, when they're working, wants to have a conversation while they're working, with somebody else? Who needs to be that quiet? So my next point is who's not wearing their earmuffs or ear protection when they're running a bunch of screws in? Most people are listening to music in their earbuds or whatever. So I didn't want to go for the extra money. And I like shopping at Lowe's better anyway. I shopped at Home Depot for years just because that's just what I did. No particular reason. I guess I thought I liked it. And then we moved, and then Lowe's was really my only option, just from like how close it is to the house. It wasn't really my only option, but it was definitely my best option just for travel purposes. And I like, I really liked my local Lowe's that's closest to my house. And I ended up, of course, liking the one in our old town because it's still within driving distance as well. But ultimately, like the store, I just like the store. So anyway, it's been good. So all right, let's move on to the batteries. Oh, GoPro video mode. All right, so next is going to be the battery um, uh, kit, and what I ended up getting was all that was available as far as the 2 battery kit. It doesn't have the ultimate output battery; it's got the extended run. So I didn't even realize that's what I was doing. I just saw what I saw and I clicked it and bought it. But I would imagine in some way, shape, or form, it's not putting out quite as much power as per the name implies. But it's still the 24-volt max and the 4 Ah ampere hour, I believe, lithium ion battery. So I got 2 of those plus another charger, and it's going to be similar to the other charger. So again, there's very little, if any, information on these. So we're just going to do that. But look through that because that's pretty cool. All the tools in this specific lineup. Sucker, come out there. That actually feels, for some reason, feels heavier than the Ultimate. It's a different shape. Maybe it's more battery. Maybe that's what extended run is. Maybe it actually truly has a longer life. I'm actually going to feel that real quick. The battery comes off the charger real well. I had plugged up my other one. No, they're the same, virtually. So, one thing I was saying in my other video on my live that I'm doing is, which is off GoPro camera, and I'll repeat it here, is this has all the indicator lights on it as far as like what they mean, and they're pretty self-explanatory like other ones that I've had. There's the indicator actual LEDs are right here, green and red, I believe, but it has to where you can mount this thing to a wall, and I've always had trouble doing that, mounting like power strips and stuff, because these aren't really like super strong like plastic. So if you don't hold it while you're taking your battery out after it's mounted on a wall, you could break these pretty easy. So it's just something to consider when you're hanging it. You just got to find the right size screw head. It really needs to be a perfect fit, and then it needs to be perfectly, the height of that screw head needs to be perfectly level or in the exact proper position, so that when you push this against a wall where all 4 of these leg points are in contact, and then you still have to push in just a little bit and compress them. just a touch, and then slide them down without pulling them loose. So that way this thing's really sturdy. And then battery indicator. This one has come. It's at between 20 and 40% charged right out of the box. Same thing for this one. So maybe because it's extended run, it's held its charge better during shipment from wherever it came. And so, the one thing I did get from the instructions was this 4 ampere hour battery, 24 volt battery, extended run, should take about 85 minutes to charge from 0. So anyway, that's about going to do it for today's video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed me doing this unboxing and review, let me know in the comment section. If you have questions about anything, put them in the comment section. I'll get back with you on those, and I'll let you know once I start using this thing. But I personally think it's for the price and the power and the name brand that you're getting. I think it's a slam dunk. I'm not married to any one particular brand anyway. Not like it used to be. I just wanted to find the most powerful tool for the right price, and this one went on sale, and I got a good deal on it, so I went with it. So this is what I'm going to stick with. Appreciate everybody watching. Bigfoot out. And for everybody watching on the live, that's about going to do it today as well. If you can hit the hype button, hit the subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. But I'm just going to tie up this, get these batteries charging, and then I'll definitely do another video once I get where I can start running some, doing a part of a job where I'm going to be running some bolts in to things. But definitely I want to do some big bolts. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Bigfoot out.